Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, in my teaching hat, and I'm in the book doing my thing. I got something nice for you today. So, you know what we do. Let's get this party started. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. Pay attention. It's rhetorical. And if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I'm here to awaken you. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to awaken you with what? Knowledge of self. Yeah, that's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye be true. Right back. Yeah, sorry about that. Right thinkers. P Funk's philosophy today is going to be about Gerard David and his symbolic artwork. I'm just going through the book and playing along, and I understand the symbolism that they're presenting, so I can teach it from a concept that they present and understand it. And every now and then throw mine in there. You see that, right? We're gonna talk about this in a minute. When I see this, when I see Egypt, oh yeah. But let's talk about my man Gerald's work. I think he's a German. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, Gerard David's symbolical artwork, and he's presenting the Christ concept. All right, Gerard David is a master of what they call Netherlandish paintings. Okay, during the late 15th and early 16th centuries. Okay, but he captured the essence of religious devotion and the natural beauty in his artworks. It was known for its meticulous craftsmanship and rich color palette, meaning he everything was vibrant colors. He used it wisely. But this is his presentation of God, right? Left hemispheres of the brain, and Jesus as the brain stem, and this is the body. So I get this. That's how it breaks down. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you, break it down again. And this is a picture, same concept to break down with the Christ and the brain stem. But this is his job, his concept. Let me see, they break it down for you. Now it says here, he's known for meticulous craftsmanship and rich color palette. David's paintings often depicted scenes from the Bible with a profound sense of spirituality. Okay, I'm with you. But his attention to detail and his skillful portrayal of landscapes was what set him apart, influencing the development of the early Netherlandish art and leaving a lasting legacy in the European paintings. Speaking of Neverland, did Michael create his Neverland rant? So it had a lasting impression on somebody. Michael Jackson took that Neverland concept. Okay. But Gerald Davis, ancient Christian artwork. Let's talk about that right quick. He's trying to show the transfiguration of intriguingly, and it intriguingly depicts Jesus as the brainstem. It symbolizes the primal functions while surrounding the surrounding clouds. This is Jesus, the surrounding clouds. This is God, this is the brainstem, that's Jesus. Okay, I get the symbolism. Watch this. And it says, the nebulous air leaving the German, the translation, okay, it says here, intriguingly, Jesus depicted as the brainstem and symbolizing the primal functions, while surrounding clouds represents the left and right hemisphere of the brain. And in the center, a figure that represents the higher mind, symbolizing what? Consciousness, transcending the material world. His compositions are rich with what? Allegorical depth, merging religious symbolism with what? Intellectual exploration. And again, when Jesus speaking, y'all say he spoke in prayer. No, he just spoke above y'all head. Y'all didn't get his concepts. Okay. And here it's showing you God, brainstem, connection, pineal gland, Jesus, the brainstem to the body, all that symbolism. Y'all trying to make it literal, and you see he draw his people. Y'all using people as symbolism, but it's not literal. And in Gerald's profound Christian artworks, it was intricately symbolized and it entwines with spiritual allegory, inviting contemplation, meaning he wants you to think of human perception and consciousness. Within these masterpieces of drawings, the figure enhanced, excuse me, encoded in the left cloud embodies the left hemisphere of the brain and depicted with what? Hands held apart. Okay, I see that. The guy right here with the red jacket, his hands is held apart. That's the left side of the brain. That shows you how the different concept they have for the brain, breaking it down to the left and right hemisphere. What the left hemisphere do, what the right hemisphere do. Watch this. The left hemisphere showed you, okay, inviting in the figure encased the left hand. Okay, the human perception of consciousness within the masterpiece. The figure encased in the left cloud embodies the left hemisphere and depicted with the hands apart. This representation underscores the left hemisphere allegorical prowess. It also engages in the what? Dissecting, and the process of the world by disconstructing elements into manageable parts, facilitating logic, reason, and strategic thinking, aka right thinking. Conversely, the figure nestled within the right cloud symbolizes the right hemisphere of the brain, and here you have hands are shown touching together, symbolizing the hemisphere's holistic functions. The right hemisphere perceives the world as interconnected and unified, embracing intuition, creativity, and comprehensive cognitivity and understanding of complex contexts. That's the thinking side, the right side. Hello. It excels in what? Synthesizing information, breaking it down, understanding, recognizing patterns, seeing what's in common here, what we got in common, and intriguing, diverse perceptive into what? A cohesive whole, meaning you're able to articulate, understand, and conceive on your own. Think outside the box. Gerard Davis' artwork thus serves as a profound exploration of what? Not only religious symbolism, but also the intricate workings of the human mind from his perspective during that time. Again, through meticulous composition, and thoughtful symbolism, David challenges the viewer to what? Now contemplate the dual aspects of cognitive, analytical, and holistic, and their role in what? Spiritual enlightenment. You have to be able to articulate, understand, and put into use the things that you're learning for it to manifest for you in your time. That's the difference, and that's what he was presenting in his artwork. I fully understand it. Now let's talk about this Egyptian thing here. We got to get into this. We've been good so far. Egyptian symbolism of the tongue. In ancient Egyptian mythology, that's what I'm proficient in. Anubis, Anpu as we know him, is significant, plays a significant role in symbolically connected to the tongue. One second. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Let's talk about the Egyptian symbolism of the tongue. I've been with him the whole time. I've been with his concept the whole time, but I want to see how he's gonna put this Anubis and the tongue thing together. So bear with me. Let's go. In ancient Egyptian mythology, what I'm proficient in, Anubis occupies a significant and symbolical connection to the tongue and its functions within communication. Okay. Often he depicted as a canine figure, Anubis enables the attributes, embodies the attributes of the mouth. He speaks for you at Judgment Day, which dogs bearing emblematical or vocalization through what? Their distinctive barking. But this association underscores Anubis's representation of the tongue, a vital organ responsible for articulating words that carry vibrational frequencies, God, energy, frequency, and vibration, essential for human speech and communication within this earthly realm. And you see, they got the little similarities. Look at it. I got a whole different philosophical concept, the symbolical concept of Anubis. In my philosophy, he's your discerning factor. He recognizes what? Truth from lies. He's spirit and nature come together. That equals discernment in another symbolical concept. But this one, they use him as a tongue. And I can put it where at Judgment Day, when you're deciding which way to go, he takes you. Okay, he's speaking for you. You going this way, you going that way. You either going to get to be Asar or you're going to get fed to Amen. He don't care. He don't bargain. He don't want to do. He the constant. I'm gonna do my job. So the tongue, see the similarities there. I'm trying to work with you, dog. Just trying to put it out there. All right, let's go. But Anubis therefore assumes the divine mantle as what? The god of speech and communication within the Egyptian pantheon. He knows the truth. You can't BS him. Okay? They got that part right. And he also symbolizes what? His symbolism extends beyond mere vocalization to what? Encompass the broader concept of what? Conveying thoughts, intentions, and knowledge through what? Language, aka speaking. So yeah, he represents the tongue. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where they're going with this. Okay, remember, this is not mine, it's theirs. I gotta go along, see how it play out. I'm doing that. I got no problem so far. Again, makes sense. Now, in Egyptian belief system, the mystery system, the tongue's role in verbal expression links directly to your ability to what? Articulate a thought. Right thinking. Ding, 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 ding. It was right thoughts, but I modified a little bit. Because if what you're thinking, you materialize it, and if what you're thinking intentions are good and prime and right, you will benefit. If not, you will suffer. That's the art of what? Reaping what you sow. Karma. Your action, you reap what you sow. And the ability to articulate and right thoughts and control one's emotions, that's all right thinking philosophy to maintain one yourself, that ego, suppress the ego. So thereby facilitating interaction and understanding among individuals within the physical world. I don't get emotionally involved in situations where I don't care. Well, I have heart, I have empathy and compassion. I know when to use it, when to exercise it, and when to just let stuff be. That's knowledge of self. That's what he represents also. Knowing what come out your pie hole. Okay, wrapping it up with this one. The reverence for Anubis as the deity that governs speech, it also underscores the ancient Egyptians' profound appreciation for what? Language as its fundamental tool for what? Interpersonal connections, speaking in cultural expression, and spiritual communication. So there and through his association with the tongue and its pivotal role in vocalization, Anubis embodies the transformative power of words and their ability to shape and define human interaction and understanding. Again, he represents what? You being able to decide what to say, the truth and honesty, and recognize it in others through what? Their words, their thoughts, and their intentions, and also their actions. It's the perfect example of if what they say don't match what they do, they're lying. Why? There's no balance. Words and actions should match. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's what they're trying to tell you about Anubis. Okay? Straightforward, be on point, keep it straight. I understand the concept that they're presenting, but I have my own, and it's pretty much I can see the common. I can see the similarities there. So again, when they come to Egypt, they better be right. And I'm going over here now. We in Egypt still. We're gonna do the Egyptian jet pillow. Yeah. Okay. Jedi. This is where it comes from. See the backbone here? See this is the backbone, human backbone. This is the jet pillar of Asar. The first three layers, the fourth, 5, 6, and 7, that's the higher consciousness. And in Masonic order, it's that called the royal art, the higher consciousness. But let's talk about the Egyptian jet pillow. The Egyptian jet pillow frequently portrayed as a symbol for what? Embodying stability and support. And it carries a profound meaning within ancient Egyptian symbolism and mythology. Watch this. It symbolically represents the human spinal column. That's why you see it next to that. Right here. Okay. This is our version. This is y'all's. Okay, I have no problem with that. Watch this now. But again, which is physiological reality is the extension and integral component of the brainstem. Hello? Contrary to the popular perception that the brain and the spinal column are intricately interconnected without a clear separation, they are in essence an ununified entity. The spinal column, listen, plays the critical role as the conduit for what? Your nervous system, and serving as a central hub where countless intricate nerve pathways converge to what? Transmit signals to and from one's brain up and down Jacob's ladder. That's the spinal column. This intricate network facilitates the communication necessary for the body to function harmoniously through what? Thought sent throughout the body. The nervous system connected to the brain sent it through the nervous system. They work as one, okay? And it emphasizes the jet pillow's symbolic significance as what? A representation of resilience, continuity, and the foundation and support essential for life and vitality in ancient Egyptian culture. We saw this as what? Life force. See life right there? Keep it right there. But this the pillow, this the spinal column to get you upright. Okay. We use the serpent when it goes wavy, but that's the concept. Now, right here, your central nervous system plays that pivotal role of what? Shaping our human experience, serving as an interface between our consciousness here and the material world, the body here. Why? It is through the complex functions of the central nervous system and the brain's connection that we perceive, process, and interact with our surroundings, the 5 senses of the body, send information to the brain. In reality, we do not directly encounter what? The eternal, the external world. Don't know who y'all are. Instead, we experience sophisticated stimulation that's created by our nervous system throughout the body. Electrical stimulation. I told you we're electrical being. Spirit, electric, same thing. But the ancient Egyptians had a profound understanding, watch this, of this concept. Why? Viewing the central nervous system as an electrical mechanism that constructs our perception of physical existence, they had recognized that our sensory experience, spiritual being having human experience, the five senses is our experience for the brain, okay, in this physical world. What we see, hear, touch, and taste, and smell. I would do it the other way around. Smelling first, seeing second, hearing third, touching fourth, and tasting being the last. But that's just me. But all processed by what? The brain. Again, that's the only way it can get information through those processes. But when they create an internal representation of the world around us, this means that our experience as human beings is not a directed interaction with the external environment, but rather a filtered and constructed interpretation within our own mind. Every individual has his own world, just like the universe. Every star is in that's us. Microcosm, broken down, okay? Just specks. That's on the big scale. We on the small scale. Don't get too big about yourself. You ain't that important. Moving on, wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you children there. But this understanding that our ancients had, it challenges the conventional modern day notion that we engage directly with the physical world. Instead, it suggests that what we truly experience in the intricate workings of our own body and mind, spirit and matter, our perception of reality, therefore, is deeply influenced by the internal processes of our nervous system, and it highlighting the idea that our lived experience is more about how our brain interprets and signals than about external world itself. We experience everything through five senses. The world we experience is a whole other concept. That's what they're telling you. And then here's it says, I don't know how they got that, but they said the word, that had to play with the word thing. Here's it says, what, spine and penis. That concept is a little remote little stream for me, but some people look at this word spine, you can put the words together. Remember the Soul Train, another scrambled word? They give you the word spine, now come up with another word, penis. Okay, you got me. All right, I'm going to set it down right here. I'll be back with the Egyptian concept. Oh, I got some good stuff. We in Egypt now, my domain. I'm comfortable here. I'll be right back. And right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who now understand Gerard Davis' symbolic artwork, the Egyptian symbolism of the tongue, and the Egyptian jinn pillar who passed away. I'll be right back.